All right, we're gonna cut us up some blanks here. I think I'm gonna make a yarn bowl out of this one, and I'm just gonna make a little, I'm not sure what kind of bowl. A bowl, maybe I'll make it a smaller yarn bowl. I'll make 2 yarn bowls. Alrighty, let's see if this works any better. So, my video got wiped out big time. I don't know what went on with it. I got a few snippets of it. Some of it jumped into high speed, whatever. So, this is going to be an interesting video. I'm going to try to salvage it best I can, just so I can get one out here for you. We need some content. Haven't done anything in a little over a month, and I probably need to get started. So, what we have here is a piece of spalted maple, and when I rough formed this here, it had a bunch of tear out in it, and in order to minimize the tear out, I decided that I would pretty much drown this thing in lacquer and get the lacquer to penetrate deep, and then I'm going to turn this again and see if I can't get that tear out gone. If I can get the tear out gone, then I'm happy. I'm not a big fan of tear out. Tear out irritates me, and I like to minimize it as much as I can. Sometimes you have to use filler, and that's just the way it is. So here we go. We're going to get right back on this. So now we're going to use a skew and skew scrape this thing and see what we can come up with. Turn that on. That feels pretty good. Let's see what it looks like. All right, we still have some tear out here. Still have some tear out here. We still have some tear out here. So I think we'll go back and work on it some more. Oh yeah, I got sand out. Still got a little bit right there, but I might fill that. Yeah, I think we're going to just a little bit more. Maybe put the limestone here. Try. Okay, a lot of this, what is left, can sand out, which I'm okay with. We're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to scrape the bottom of this a little bit. I'm going to move you back here. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. We're going to start with 120. Oh, I better turn this on. Now we're going to turn this thing around. We're just going to flip it around, put it in the chuck. And it's going to go flawlessly, painlessly, absolutely painlessly. Oh, okay, well, painlessly, except I'm going to take it out of the... I'm going to take it off the woodworm screw. All right, so I'm gonna hold this up here. Hopefully you can see it. It's come out pretty clean. Most of the tear out is gone. There's still a little bit in there. There's still a piece right here, a little bit right there. I'm gonna have to fill that. This stabilized pretty well with the lacquer that I kind of infused into it. I didn't get crazy with it. I mean, I didn't put it under pressure or anything. I just lacquered it. And then I'll probably kind of blow this off and go over the whole thing with some filler. But I will do that after I turn the inside. So let's get rid of this woodworm screw. And I pretty much got that the maximum I can make it for the it's maximized for the chuck. I want to have as much chuck jaws on that as I can possibly get. Because it's a pretty fair sized bowl, it's a pretty hard piece of wood. And we're just gonna chuck it up here and get to excavating. There we go. Forward. Looks like it's spinning pretty well. I think we'll just I think we'll do a little bit of gouge work first, and then we'll move on from there. All right, here we go.
On the inside of that thing down the bottom.
A little bit pithy right there too. So we're just doing micro cuts here. We're not doing anything huge. Alright, I don't think the tear out's too bad on the inside. I think it looks pretty smooth. I think we're just going to smooth it out, and then I don't have any big tear outs in there. That feels real consistent. Alright, we're going to start sanding. I'm going to just go to 120 right off the bat. And we'll see how it goes. F2. And we're going to go forward and push up the other button. I wonder if I can hang this out here somewhere. Okay, so once again, what we're doing here, we're not finishing. I'm using this lacquer to stabilize. I'm going to use this lacquer to stabilize the tear out. And then once that, and then yeah, that way, so I can scrape through the tear out a lot easier. Without having more tear out. I don't know if that makes any sense to you or not. This wood's kind of punky at the where the tear out is happening, and so I figure if I use this lacquer, because lacquer dries solid kind of hard, and I know I could probably put it in a vacuum pump or a pressure chamber and shove a bunch of cactus juice at it, but it's a yarn bowl. It has a price. I don't want the price to be, you know, it's like, how do you figure this out? The amount of work you put into it, you have to measure with what you can get out of it. Now, it's a yarn bowl. It has to be smooth or the yarn will stick to it. So whatever method you can find to make it smooth, without adding days to the project, is fair game. Yeah, I mean, so I'm not going to be able to finish this project now. I'm not going to finish sanding it or anything else until tomorrow. It's going to take this. Is going to have to. I mean, I can go in here and sand or scrape on this in an hour, and maybe get it scraped down to what it's got to be. But I'm not going to be able to sand on it until tomorrow, because this lacquer is not going to be hard enough. I'm going to come back and put another coat on this in about an hour. All right, so after a coat of Zinsser Seal Coat and then resanded from 320 to 400, and now I'm going to put on the coat. I put one coat of this on already, but I didn't film it. I'm sorry, but this is the same way it goes on the first time. I'm going to put one more coat on, and this is Dr. Wood Shop Microcrystal Wax Bowl Finish, and it works really good. I like it anyway. It's pretty easy to use. You just rub it on. and rub it on and turn it off. Rub it on and rub it on and turn on the lathe and make it go around and run it up to about 1400 RPM. And they say use a paper towel. Didn't have any handy, so I'm using an old bed sheet. Works pretty good. So this is the second coat of this, and I think it looks pretty darn good. What do you think? Say in the comments what you think. So I'm going to put some spin on this, and we'll get her turning up. I'm going to start it out at 500, and just to kind of even coat the thing out. I think we're good. Oh, we don't like that line right there. I don't like this line. Yeah, I think I can work on that a little more. Now off to the buffer, and then logo it, and we're done. And then back to finishing editing. Here we got the maple yarn bowl. I think it turned out pretty good. Here's a good look at the inside. Here's the outside. It was challenging. Actually, what was most challenging about this video was making the video itself. That was problematic. Loaded with camera problems. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna have to do about that. I might have to work on a backup camera. GoPro's letting me down just a little bit. Or maybe it's user error. Could very well be. Hey, if you liked the video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'd appreciate that. Hit the like button. That really helps me out. Yeah, I think this is my 40th video this year. Having a good time making them. But it is like a second job. My hat's off to any other one-man show out there that is processing their own video. It's a job. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to keep doing it. And appreciate all your support. That makes me want to keep doing it. So there you have it. This is our spalted yarn bowl, spalted maple yarn bowl. Check out after the video. I threw in a couple of outtakes. I hope you enjoy those. So we'll see you hopefully next week. Have a good one. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. Well, that wasn't good.